A win's a win. 6-3. It's one of those things that I really was concerned about. Somebody figured it out. I knew our Achilles heel was somebody went zone against us like we did New Mexico State. And we haven't shot the ball very well. We're 4 for 20 again tonight. We haven't played very well offensively when that happened. So we spent the last 3 weeks spending more time on zone offense than we have on man-to-man offense. And if you watched our game tonight, it looked like we haven't worked on any zone offense. But we'll get better. We'll take the win. Held another team to 46. They shot 29 from 2 and 15 from 3. Thought we played better defensively. Just had that bad spell at the end. When it was 11-0, I was going to let them play it through because I wanted to see if we could mature and battle through, but then it got down to 6, and I couldn't do that. So good teams would have played through that. Our guys just aren't ready for that yet. I'm going to chalk it up to finals, and guys were a little drained, but that's not an excuse. We don't make excuses here, but I'm giving them a pass as the coach. So we'll get back to work on Monday. They'll take the day off tomorrow, but really happy for a win to the team that took Florida to overtime and have played some tough games, and they got a nice team. I like their veteran team, and he does a good job, so it was a good test for us.
Obviously, the third straight in a row of 47 points or fewer, but second game in a row you've not allowed a double-digit score. How, against opposing teams' best scores, are you guys doing?
Well, I just think we're just playing really good defense. You think that we would be in a better flow at home offensively, but, we weren't able to practice in here all week, and that's because of graduation, and we understand that. Our guys got to get familiar. We got new guys, got to spend some time in there. But we've done a really good job doing what we want to do defensively, except for that last 6 minutes. I don't know it was 15-6 or 15-4, or I think there was a 4-minute game in there where we didn't do very well, but we just did some things, and we went small there at the end because they went small to try to get their shooters in. So, we're playing pretty good defensively. We got to shoot better from the foul line. We can't miss front ends, and we held it. The thing that concerns me is our shooting, which I think we can get better with that. And then you can't have 12 turnovers with only 7 assists. We got to improve on that.
Obviously, the shots aren't falling. Is it still because of poor selection, or
that's poor selection tonight? You can't start off and think you're going to shoot good when you take bad shots, off balance shots, shots that you shouldn't take, and that's where guys' percentages are going to suffer. And we didn't drive the ball like we did at Valpo. Dede got several chances at it point blank and just couldn't finish it. He looked a little tired, and then Devin going 0 for 7 and Hugh going 2 for 11 didn't help us offensively. But that happens, and we were able to guard and win a game.
Coach, when you guys are shooting like that, how important is it to win the rebound back?
Well, if we can continue to rebound like that and get 20 offensive rebounds, we'll be a tough team to beat. But there's a reason for that many rebounds when you miss as many shots as we did. And when you go 4 for 20, there's going to be a lot of long rebounds that we can chase down. But those guys they did a nice effort. They had a nice effort. We didn't play as well as we've been playing. We did a nice job defensively till that little spell.
What's the update with Sam?
He's just got a sprained shoulder. It didn't pop out, so it's just one of those things that hopefully he'll be back, and we just got to watch it.
It looked like towards the end it was another one of those shots that probably wasn't what you wanted, but until the end, Xavier seemed to have a pretty
played really well. He played really well. He did a nice job. Yeah, I just told those guys before the game, if you're going to mess up, I'm going to take you right out, and that's what happened with Devin and Xavier in the first half. And we can't start off games like we've been starting off at home. It can't happen. I mean, you can't go down 7-2, 9-2 at home the first 4-minute game with your starters, and it's just mental breakdowns. And I wouldn't be surprised if I changed the lineup, but we've got to get off the better starts at home. That's why you play at home.
You also had a long stretch where Devin and Joe were actually their 2 front court guys.
Yeah, because they went small and were able to do that, and that's why they only scored 46 points.
So that was more reaction to them than something you want to try to do.
Well, I mean, if they go small, I'm gonna go small. I'm not gonna keep O out there chasing a guard around. So I mean, that's just making decisions and adjusting on the fly.
you like how on the offensive side of the court, are you happy with what they're giving you when it's those two guys on the offensive side?
Well, they didn't give us a lot because they went zone. They didn't make any plays in there. So, I mean, I don't know what you want me to say as far as giving me something. Devin was 0 for 7.
Right. That's what they seem to do good on the defensive side, but on the offensive side, those two.
That's because they went zone, and I've always told you that I think our Achilles heel is anybody that plays zone. And I've worked for 3 weeks. That's all we've done. We've done more time on zone offense. Guys have to step up and make plays. It's like at the end of the game, the only person that really wanted to make a play was Tim Jacobs, and he's, one of our backup players, and that can't be that way.
Coach, on Thursday, you told me that you told him it's quick shooting. He had a couple jumpers today that thought they'd go around him, one dribble. Is that something he's been working on?
Who's that?
Didi.
Yeah, I think he's working on it because he didn't want to settle for 3-point shots. He only shot 0 for 1. He had some open looks, but he had some nice one dribble pull ups, and he just didn't make it. And he had a lot of close in shots that in the last 2 games that have fallen for him, and he still ended up with 15. But it'd be interesting to see the stats. I don't have a shot chart, but I'm sure he missed. I'd say 11 of his misses or 9 of his misses, probably 7 of them. I'd probably say 7 of them were 5 feet in. So it's sometimes you make them, sometimes you don't.
Anything else for Coach? Obviously, without probably not being able to see too much of it, but what do you see coming up with Central Arkansas? What you kind of know about them?
I don't know that much about them. I just know that we'll be, Jordan will be ready to go. He'll be ready to go in the rotation on Wednesday, and we'll have some more offensive threat. Hopefully we'll get Sam back. I don't know if we will. So, putting Jordan back in there will give us another offensive player. But, they got a new coach. He used to be the interim coach at Arizona. He's been an assistant. He's been around. He's a really good coach in Russ Purnell. So.
When Devin has a game like he did tonight on the offensive side, which he hadn't for 3 straight games before, are you happy to see him do things like that block on the
Yeah, that's the only thing I wasn't happy in, that Devin ran the ball down and made a block and everybody else stood on the other end instead of running back. And that's inexcusable. So, he's going to make plays. He hustles. He does all the little things. I don't think I'm ever going to have a problem with Devin trying or effort. He might not make shots, and that's just part of it. Everybody good? Appreciate it.